COVID-19 has changed our lives dramatically. Many businesses have fallen because they could not adopt technology in time. One term we see nowadays is insurtech. This is the use of technology innovation designed to squeeze savings and efficiency from our current insurance business model. Dear viewers, this is Rosina Akhtar, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Administration. Welcome you all in today's live session on technology in insurance technology inclusion in insurance industry milestone for insurance industry in Bangladesh. This program has been organized by Department of Business Administration, and this is a live stream from Campus TV. For today's talk, we are privileged to have Mr. S.M. Ziaul Haq, Chief Executive Officer, Chartered Life Insurance Company Limited. We are happy to have Mr. Siddiqur Rahman, Associate Head, Department of Business Administration. And we are very much pleased to have our guardian, Professor Dr. Muhammad Masur Iqbal, Dean, Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship, as our session chair. Gentlemen, welcome to the board.
Thank you.
So, at the beginning of the show, let me just welcome Professor Dr. Muhammad Masur Iqbal to say a few words about today's session and for the welcome address. Please, sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Rosina Madam, for taking these speeches and inviting our today's guest, Mr. Ziaul Haq. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Chartered Life Insurance Company Limited. And definitely we are delighted to have him with us on this occasion. He's a seasoned individual and a leading personality in the insurance industry in our country. I believe his experience or his sharing will be quite useful for our students, our student body. And today we are going to talk about the inclusion of technology in insurance industry in our country. If I'm talking about insurance industry, probably there are more than 80 companies in our country, including life and non-life insurance. More than 80 companies. So you see the involvement of people and the volume of business. On the other hand, if we see the insurance penetration in our country, I'm not an expert in this field. Mr. Ziaul Haq can say much better than me. It is probably 2% or even less than 2%. I'm not sure. But there are so many countries, even an Asian country, if I'm talking about Taiwan, it is about 20%. So if we see the penetration and the prospect of this industry, that is huge, enormous. More than 80 companies operating their business in our country, involvement of people, contribution to the GDP and other avenues in our country, which is quite huge for all of us. If I'm talking about technological or inclusion, integration or adoption in insurance industry, if we look at the insurance companies, especially the life insurance companies, we see there's so many sales representatives are working in our country. And if we focus on B2C, business to customer, right? So these representatives are interacting or communicating with the end users. With the target market, and they are having in-person interactions with the customers. So sometimes we heard or we came to that some misunderstanding, misappropriation, or miscommunication between the representatives and the customers. But as soon as we are accepting technology, and technology includes different platforms as well as the devices from the sales end, representatives end, and customers end, things are becoming quite transparent. For example, so whenever we are depositing any premium with any insurance company, from the customer's end, as a customer, as a user, I'm getting confirmation from the headquarters of the company. So this is how the companies are maintaining transparency using technological platforms and devices. So it has been quite handy for both of us, from the company's end as well as customer's end. And technology probably is the most dynamic force in our lives, which is changing our destination every single day, every single day. In the insurance companies, not only in the insurance companies, in all the business operations in our country, other financial institutions as well, all these companies are integrating or accepting technology, and the companies are becoming automated. So because of this automation and technological adaption, integration, these companies are able to provide better services to the customers. And insurance, it is all about service. So automation, technological impact is quite important in this industry. Again, I tell you, I'm not expert in insurance industry. We are having our distinguished guest today. He is a very precious individual in the industry. He is currently the chief executive officer of a leading life insurance company. I believe our students will be listening to him, and his sharing will be quite useful for all the students to understand insurance business as a marketeer or as a manager as well as a customer. So I'm not taking time. I'm thanking Mr. Joel Hawk for giving us time. And with these words, I'd like to conclude here. Thank you, Rajini Madam. I'm over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your precious time and wonderful sharing. So, before I jump into the main discussion, let me tell you, or let me give you a brief overview of today's speaker. So, Mr. S.M. Ziaul Haq is a CEO of Chartered Life Insurance Company Limited, who is a young, dynamic career professional with superb track record in insurance sector in Bangladesh. He started his career as a management trainee at American Life Insurance Company, and he worked at Pragati Life Insurance Limited as general manager, where he led group operations, claims, and customer experience and financial service delivery. He also led the innovation and alternative distribution channel of Pragati Life Insurance Limited. Mr. Hawk has obtained BSS and MSS in public administration from the University of Dhaka by securing first class second position. He also obtained post-graduation degree in HR and MBA major in finance from the University of Dhaka. He has completed his higher education in insurance business and designated as fellow Life Management Institute and associate reinsurance administration from Life Office Management Association, Georgia, USA. Besides, he has participated with several training in Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, India, and Bangladesh. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. S.M. Ziaul Haq. Sir, floor is yours.
Uh, Thank you, Ms. Rosina, for a nice introduction, and thank you, the Honorable Dean of the University, Daffodil University, for a brief introduction about the industry and about me. So I welcome you all to this session, and I will try to explain the technology inclusion, what is happening, and the past and future of the life insurance industry in Bangladesh. Basically, I have prepared a PowerPoint presentation to demonstrate with this discussion. So I'll go to share with it. So can I share it or?
Yes, sir, you can.
Please, sir, please.
Okay, thank you. So I believe you can see it.
It is visible, sir. Please go on.
Okay, thank you. So this is the subject of the today's discussion is technology inclusion, milestone of for insurance industry in Bangladesh. And this is Ziaul Haq, FLMI, the Chief Executive Officer of Chartered Life Insurance Company Limited. So in the introduction, you have already heard about the insurance industry of Bangladesh, where the performance, especially the Deans are already mentioned, the penetration is less than 1% with a highly populated country. Why this is happening? Because in global world or in the developed world, insurance is a primary things like our other basic needs. But in a developing country like Bangladesh, this is a voluntary affairs thing. So people, after their all of the savings in his financial portfolio, the last choice is for the insurance. But people doesn't know the insurance is a risk management things where people are savings their money for protecting their life, asset, the business, health. So it's basically nothing but a risk management portfolio where people save their money for taking the protection from the insurance company. And in Bangladesh, the insurance industry, we have so many organization, about 46 life insurance, 46 non-life insurance and 33 life insurance is already in market. And recently, two life insurance is also got their licensing. So it's a big community having covering the entire country. Although if we can compare with India, where you can see about 130 crore people having only 52 insurance company, whereas in Bangladesh we have so many insurance company without having a more vibrant industry. And why this is? Uh, Already I have mentioned there is a two classification, life and non-life. They are providing coverage for the people and the asset and property and liabilities by non-life. So the history of Bangladesh life insurance industry, as I'm just explaining some important points about the past and where we found the absence of technology. If we can see the history of insurance industry in Bangladesh, although insurance has been started since 18th century, means 1860, and we have our primary insurance act in 1938. After the separation in 1973, there was a new act. Under that act, the insurance company was under the Ministry of Commerce, but it should be in the Ministry of Finance. And government has realized, and new act has come to Bangladesh life insurance company, that is Insurance Regulatory Development Authority and Insurance Development IDRA Act 2010 and 2011. After that, the insurance industry is becoming part of the finance ministry, and thereafter it has trying to grow up like present situation. The problem is here, we can see for the life and non-life insurance, there is only captive agency model and commission sales model. Whereas in globally, there was so many models for the insurance promoting our sales or marketing tools. And we have the dependency of agents and branch, that is already our Dean sir had been mentioned, that we can see there is so many agents and branches, but not the efficient one or even technology. And the limitation is we have lack of information provided by the company, or even the consumer are unaware about the information about the benefits and procedures of insurance. Even though you can see the difficulties of paying the renewal premiums by the customer, lack of transparency by the organization, and the money is lost due to negligence or dishonesty of the people, and difficulties to communicate with the insurance company. So these are the facts that we have seen in the past and in absence of the technology. So, what is the present demand of for the insurance? The key features is like a captive and large market with strong brand should come, simplified product design and processes, focus on quality and quantity, offer multiple tiers of insurance to cover customers. The product should include life, health, accident, cattle, crop, and travel. So more diversity should come, and to build with loyalty model like upsells with suitable payment mechanism, mixed digital sales. It should be the inclusion, and this inclusion of technology is our primary discussion. So what I can model up, look, the inclusion of a technology for insurance industry like insurance, this should be the people, because people have to have to approach people. Insurance is a intangible product, so people have to prospect to other people. Unless otherwise, it is the seller should create the demand for the buyers, and they should come up with the process and technology. If both of three things we can include, so people, the process, and the technology. Therefore, we can ensure the operational efficiency, and thereafter we can ensure the inclusion of technology in a very proper manner. And insurance industry should include this also. And the business process should be like, we are having the traditional business process followed by the each and most of the insurance companies, but it should be changed in future days. The business process should be the development of new product through demand centric, and the distribution model should be more focused with the technology, and the technology should include the more and more new things coming here, and the settlement, that is claims and other things, should be incorporated with the technology. So what should be the point of consideration? Look, as we are discussing about the milestones, so there should have some consideration points. What is happening? The people is facing with challenges for work simplification. The process is so lengthy, so bureaucratic, so time consuming. So it should be more simplified, and new innovation should come include. The development of IT structure and adoption of new IT system should be included in the insurance mechanism. The prepare one-stop digital platform like apps, like customized web page solution should come, and new types of insurance plan, like, even though currently we are facing the COVID, so we should come up with new coverage for health or even the business loss. And the actuary department should analyze the new mortality morbidity table and revise the premium accordingly, so that people can have people can afford the insurance for their protection. And another points to be considered are the online sales and enrollment of insurance plans through technology, online claim submission, online claim settlement, payment through digital channels like BFTN, online fund transfer, online marketing strategy and training development for the agents and financial associates, and starting other channels like bank assurance distribution channel, like alternative distribution, and covering some embedded life and deposit or loan insurance within the insurance periphery. And the other points, other than the private sector initiatives, the government should also include the mandatory life and health insurance for the below poverty people. Like presently, government is doing the SSK, Shastro Surakha Karmashuchi, for certain areas. So it should come all together across the country under an uniform insurance plan, so that government can cover the universal health coverage for the ultra poor or poor community. Make the insurance compulsory for the infrastructure and liabilities both, and scale up the crop and cattle insurance for the poor farmers, so that it can come up with the loss faced by the insured in various times, and introduce the key man insurance and professional liability. So these are the present demand for the insurance I have found, so that if we can consider these things to be overcome with technology, that should be our future ways and means to overcome the technology. So if we can see how technology is changing in the industry, if we can see the global periphery, the online sales is very common and develop in the developed countries such as USA, UK, Canada, in Germany, but not in the developing country, even like Bangladesh. But India is also adopting very fast. For a few marketplaces, we have started their operations in Bangladesh, and technology has been made to claims experience to make it accurate and more efficient, so that we can integrate technology for settling the claim process. The two things is very necessary for insurance industry. One is settlement, and one is the payment, the enrollment and payment. So we can concentrate these two things through the technology, so that we can overcome the limitations of current industry practice to the future insurance practice. Insurance is available in Bangladesh in direct agent channel. In sometimes insurance companies are now developing websites and mobile webs. Online marketplace is coming. Different third party bundling their services and products. Mobile operators sometimes offering insurance, and partners of mobile operators are also providing, and some banks are providing the embedded insurance like credit card loans and deposit schemes. So in my country, in for my company, you can see there is an app, so that people can buy their insurance product through the apps, and the companies are now developing these sort of things to overcome the limitations of the industry. And you can see currently some online insurance marketplaces in Bangladesh, like these companies, you have already seen through the social and other media networks. So some places are there. They are trying to embed insurance product for life and non-life to sell through their online platform. Use of mobile technology in insurance. So I have already said, you can see the Grameen Phone, Robi, and other mobile operators are trying to incorporate some value service proposition to their bundling to their talk time or even data to provide insurance coverage with them. And in future, we can use the AI, the artificial intelligence, to provide the service. So AI can help the process of insurance, like the risk management, the fraud identification and underwriting process, very faster and in a very efficient manner. So I am up to now, I have discussed about the Bangladesh scenario and the future and the technology. Now I can explain the process workflow. How can work? We can work with the technology with current procedures of the insurance. So if we can see the process flow, you can look, the procurement is like enrollment process, and the enrollment process will go through the digital enrollment, and the digital enrollment, after the enrollment, the data, the information will be gathered to the insurance company, and insurance company then will settle their claims, like hospitals or outpatients or any other liabilities, like non-life agents, non-life benefits through this. This is the basic process flow where we can include the technology. Like I'm just giving an example of submitting a claim. So after the submitting of a claim, the artificial intelligence or the process, what can it do? The evaluate more, if it is rejected, it is closed. If it is accepted or some more inputs is needed, then it is settled and payment and achieved, and people will get the benefit. So this can be through the digital claim submission process, like digital interface through the apps, and the settlement, the users from the insurance company can settle those insurance claims through the services of technology, and settle the payments through the mobile wallet or the bank transfer. So digital claim submission can be very easy, and it can be helpful to the provider, and after that the people can claim, okay, this is insurance is very much easy, and we can get the benefit very quickly and easily. And these are the ideal procedures. Now the insurance company are trying to adopt, the life and non-life companies. They are now investing in technology to adopt these things for the future challenges, and to give the customer a better service. So with this, the technology and procedures, we need to include the digital payment gateway, like the most of the digital payments, like Nagad, Bikash, Rocket, or the cards, online cards. We are processing the settlement through the digital payment, and the online claims submitted. Even we can see the real-time claim tracking, whether my maturity, partial maturity, or any claim from non-life, like my accident of any car. They can track their claim record, so that people can be happy with what is happening for their claims or their settlements. Even we can promote these our settlement, or even the marketing through the social media like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and other blogs. So we can incorporate the social media marketing through our regular distribution channel. So technology, and the help of technology with the currently available captive agency model, and houses, branches for non-life, and including the technology and the social media marketing, we can boost up, we can enhance the penetration of insurance in Bangladesh market. And we believe most of the insurance companies are now preparing to adopt these things, to process their insurance sales procedure accordingly. Now, if we can summary about today's discussion and the future milestone, what should be the summary? The future, the advancement of technology should be included with the present and present procedures to enhance the insurance penetration and make people familiar with insurance, so that people can understand, okay, insurance is my need, it's my basic, I should control my payments, my procedures, my claims through the technology. So future technology should be included, and it should be through policy purchase like online portal, use of artificial intelligence to for analyzing, policy finding, underwriting procedure, uh, and it will help the absence of physical branch offices. So we can help we can manage the cost more efficiently. Even online payment portal can be included, the paperless claim settlement and submission, uh, the real-time claim tracking, even the decrease of turnaround time. Most of the times, why we criticize insurance company, because the delay of their settlement. So if we can include the technology, it will decrease, it will help to decrease the turnaround time, so people will get faster claim settlement from life and non-life insurance companies. A more customized insurance plan should come, it will come, and on demand and real-time enrollment, with real-time enrollment options. And the new technology inclusion for insurance will help, like these points, like predictive analysis, artificial intelligence, automation, and machine learning, so some blockchain technology. These will come in future. The data ecosystem, Internet of Thoughts, the social networks, and data mining, and like chat box. So these new technologies will come in future, and our Bangladeshi insurance company should uh, uh, come first to adopt these more technologies to be incorporated, so that we can improve and enhance our insurance penetration. And this is in brief, because I am discussing with too many issues in a very short period of time. Sometimes these are very common and familiar to you, some issues are very point of very unique points for the insurance companies. But I have tried to find out whether the limitations of the past, the absence of technology, what is happening the present scenario, and what should be the future we should adopt, and the reaction of the insurance company to make a familiar insurance environment for the customers, for the professionals, and helping the country itself. So thank you from me. I can answer the questions.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful discussion. As you have discussed so many things about technological adoption in insurance business, and I have seen you have talked about uh, process, people, and technology, and altogether how it can make efficiency in business, insurance business. And you also talked about what points we should focus on so that insurance businesses can adopt technology in real time and they can sustain in the business, right?
Yeah.
And you have talked about some of the issues like embedded insurance with banking product. Would you like to say a few words about this
Okay.
product?
Okay. Thank you so much. Sometimes we found very traditional product in Bangladesh. Some endowments product is there. So to change this attitude of the insurance in developed world, we can find so many products embedded with the banking product, like banking savings product. We can include insurance, very small premium. Like I can give an example. You can see a product developed by me for Prime Bank is a Kutiputi scheme. So the deposit of a depositor is depositing, but the loss of life, at the time of the loss of life, people will get a insurance coverage also. This is an embedded with the deposit. Even we can embed with the credit card. We can embed so that outstanding premium or the outstanding loan for the car, private personal loan or the house loan, we can develop a product for BD Finance. We have developed a product for Premier Bank, so that these are embedded life shield product with the banking products, so that people the who is having a deposit or who is having a loan from the bank, they can get the coverage. Why the penetration rate? The Dean sir already mentioned that penetration is low here. Why penetration rate is high in other part of the world? Because that is mandatory. If you have a if you go for a loan in developed world, you must have an insurance. If you have a credit card, you must have an insurance. If you are going to enroll in a university, you must have an insurance. These are the things making the people mandatory for the insurance. But in Bangladesh, you can find these are the voluntary. Recently, you have seen we have uploaded there is an public university, Dhaka University has incorporated insurance coverage for the student. That was developed. The model is developed by me and my team, and that was the beginning, the 3 years journey. And now it is the commercial approach is happening. So this sort of small things are getting in a bigger scale, so that we can cover the people and we can make them risks covered by the insurance.
Well, let me tell you that covered by insurance facilities right now. Uh, it's been very much effective in our university as well through group insurance. So
Yeah.
the way you were saying that penetration rate is very high in the uh, other part of the world, but Bangladesh is in lagging behind about this issue. But what do you think that if this inclusion of technology can be made possible in every insurance businesses or every insurance companies, can this penetration will be higher comparatively?
Definitely, two things is required. First thing is, for example, first thing is policy. We are proud of home. We are proud of the ready-made garments workers. About 4.2 million, that is 42 lakhs people is in RMG sector. People now RMG sector is compliant for their fire safety and other health hazard related issues, not for the life or health. If the government create a policy and say, okay, every worker should have life and health insurance, 42 lakhs people will be under insurance coverage. And how come? The technology will include, the necessity of technology is there to include those 42 lakhs people, 4.2 million people, to be incorporated, enrolled in a very simplest manner. That is the beauty of the technology. In these sort of things we can include, look, there is about 4 or 5 lakhs student enrolling in public university. If the education ministry just create a circular, okay, each and every student should have insurance, then what will be the enrollment process will go through the technology. So the penetration rate is can be growing up through the policy, and technology will help to create the inclusion of this insurance coverage.
Few questions from our students. Basically, this program is for our beloved students, so we are having few questions. One question, what actually I was thinking to ask this question, but one of my students have asked this question: that how can we gain trust of general public confidence. I would say that he was trying to say public confidence in the insurance sector, as we know that this industry is being lagging behind because of this lack of public confidence, I would say. So what do you feel, how we can gain this trust?
So I have already tried to explain it through my presentation. To get the confidence from of the consumer, we need two things. First thing is the demand-centric product. We have the traditional endowment product. People are looking for some new product, health product that is not available. Number one, and number two, the settlement. The biggest limitation is the settlement, the delay of settlement. That's people are frustrating. Okay, I have a claim, but we are yet to pay at the time of my necessity. So I am not getting the benefit on right time. Maybe they are getting the benefit not at right time. That's giving the frustration. So the technology, the use of technology, like the real-time claim tracking. So I am submitting my claim, I can track my claim, it is settled within 5 days or 3 days. For my organization, the first claim for the COVID, we have settled only within 3 hours. That is we got the highly appreciation for settling the COVID claim within 3 hours, because people can track the claim, and they appreciated our effort. So by having this sort of and how can we settle these claims in so faster way? Because of the technology they have submitted through our portal, and it is came to our ERP, our in-house system, and the officers who are the claim analyst did the job, and it goes to the bank and payment was done. So this is the beauty of an inclusion of technology, which can give faster service and create customer confidence, which was lacking behind in earlier time. So nowadays the inclusion of technology can help the people, and the help to underwrite, because during the enrollment process so many things is necessary, but now from the EKYC people can get every information with a single click. So the inclusion of technology can help the enrollment. Inclusion of technology can help the insurance company to do some R&Ds, so that people can include their demand centric product. The inclusion of technology can help the settlement in a very faster manner, and through the digital payment gateway to his or her account, and this can be tracked by the person himself through apps or through portal. So I do believe, if the government government have so many good policies, but those are not having enforced by a certain agencies. That's the limitation. So if the policy is well executed, the technology is included, the penetration will go high like a rocking. I can give you an information like Bangladesh is having only 12,000 crore insurance market. For me, even I can forecast within 5 years it can be 10 times, and most of the insurance companies are now trying to include their technology, their think pattern, and I do believe within 5 years it will be 10 times higher. So in earlier days, if I can compare with the other financial organization like banking, in late or early 90s, people are not looking in banking sector. No, you have to in a queue with having a code for getting a your withdrawal from the bank. But nowadays, just single click. So bank already has incorporated the technology, and you are getting the better service. And I do believe the most of insurance companies are now investing, and within next 5 years, it will be a huge change in Bangladesh market also. Thank you.
Well, thank you. The way you were saying that you have settled the claim within 3 hours. That's the beauty, I would say. That's the beauty, and we expect that this beauty remains throughout the insurance industry. And educated people, educated graduates, whoever coming out from our university or other universities, they can grab the opportunities from insurance industry, and they can adopt this technology and can I got from one of the students that is it or will it be beneficial for me to do my internship in an insurance company?
Definitely, I appreciate that because in my early days, even though for me in a multinational organization, I cannot introduce the internship. But nowadays, for my organization, last year, a few students from Dhaka University, from Faculty of Business, and from Institute of Health Economics, they have their internship in my organization, and some other organization also is looking after. For the employment or job opportunity perspective, the banking is now saturated, the telco is now saturated, the RMG is now saturated. The only industry yet to get up is insurance, and I do believe with the awareness among the students for their future career, uh, it will help them to learn about the, like today's session, they are learning from about the insurance industry. And if they are thinking that I can grow my career in insurance, yes, your days are coming. So it's right time to have intern with the insurance companies.
Thank you so much, sir. One more question, a last question I would take, that will it be secure to use this technology?
Definitely, we
Nizam
are
has asked
investing.
this question.
The technology always with protection, and the banks and the we are a financial institution, and we have to invest huge for the security of the technology. Because why the local or other insurance companies are not taking this investment? Because for not only the investment in the technology, but also the investment of the security. That's why it's a costly matter. So the companies are now trying to adopt these things, because the most of the insurance company have highly populated people. They are not even aware of the technology in previous situation. But the new generation insurance company, you can see there is less people with more technology, with more security, and more smart people are here. Like for my organization, if I can say, I have only 110 people. I have only 110 people, and we are earning 50 crore this year, our yearly turnover, and our position is about 15 to 16. And we are forecasting by 2025 will be top five. And our growth in last year is like about 76% growth. And we believe within this COVID situation, our growth was 76%. And this year, our growth is probably 80 plus. So how faster we are growing? Because we have less people with more technology, and the smart organization will grow up in this COVID crisis. You understand, the whole globe is working with technology and with smart people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your interactive discussion. I believe it's been very beneficial to our students and whoever watching this show. And I also believe that now with this technological inclusion, insurers can be more transparent and accountable with their agents, premiums, and of course claim settlement. And moving on to Mr. Siddiqur Rahman, sir. To enlighten your thoughts about this session and vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much to give me the opportunity and chance. First of all, I'd like to pass my gratitude and thanks to Mr. S.M. Jiaul Haq, CEO, Chartered Life Insurance Company Limited. Sir, my heartiest thanks to come and share your expertise, your knowledge, and about the future for this generation and for our existing graduates. Really appreciable. Because as we look at around us, we all can see integration of technology. And this is the core area where a business can actually change themselves and make show themselves as how efficient they are rather than a bit old-fashioned business. Efficiency comes by implementation of technology. As my expertise is not very much in this area, but as experience living overseas in some developed countries for a few years, almost last 15, 20 years, it is impossible to think without an insurance. You drive a car, you get insurance. You crash a car on the spot at the same minute, you go for the claim of your insurance. And you can see the response came completely through automation. And in 3 to 7 days, your car replaced, or you will get your financial damage returned, or you will be advised to see a mechanic and they will fix everything. So you like, because the whole process actually give you more certain. I believe in our socio-economic consideration, in our country, we are more uncertainty. Our health is uncertain because it's expensive. Education is uncertain, it's expensive. Maintaining an asset is expensive. So I believe it is the time for this generation to think about, because uncertainty is higher. So insurance can actually help and secure your investment, your property, your life, because the loss is enormous. A lot of our family members still single-handed earning members. So what happens if there is a physical damage, permanent income loss, or it might be a loss of life, could impact the whole family. So I'm just giving a little background, but I believe there's a few misconceptions about the insurance in today's in our country. Most of them, they believe is a delay payment process, means delay settlement. As our sir obviously mentioned this issue. Also, when we think about life insurance, we thought we might only giving them. Is everything said by Almighty? But there is a link between certainty and uncertainty. So I believe insurance company will come up with more customized insurance plan. So they can see this might be 5 year, 10 years, and obviously insurance company need to educate the customers, because a lot of things we don't know, or we might be not sure how it will work, considering the premium and the benefit if there is a loss. This is my observation only. Top of that, I believe the automation help us, because even 10 years before, we not much thought about online payment gateway like Bikash, Nagad, and some bank payment, online transaction. Whereas nowadays, the insurance companies try to develop the apps through the online claim process, and they implemented all the artificial intelligence. It will take only 30 seconds or 60 seconds to give you the decision how much premium you need to give based on your age, gender, which area you live, what is your job, how much you earn, what car you drives, and your number of family members in your car. So everything comes in a very sequential way, and that make the decision prompt, quick, and easier for everybody to understand. Obviously, policy and automation need to be go side by side. I believe the government is actually more focused on IT-based, technology-oriented. So that is the chance for insurance company as well to move forward and make it easier for for the client and rest of the business. As I have some observation I have shared with my thought and understanding, I believe there's no other things could actually make our life easier rather than technology. And insurance is always a part of life nowadays, because as I said, uncertainty is higher, and the loss is enormous. So I believe my students will try to get the point from this thoughtful discussion that how technology can actually be possible to implement in insurance. And they might start thinking, as Sir already mentioned, the market is currently 12,000 crore taka, and it will be at least 5 times, 10 times in few years. Because we never thought about online payment gateway in 5 years before. Then Bikash came, then Nogod came, and then the bank getting automation, the branches getting smaller. So in 5 years, you may not you may not be any physical person to understand insurance. You may read all the terms, condition, product, and service. All are customized on your handphone under the one single apps. So that is how easy it will be when the technology is actually embedded with the whole policy or automation process and insurance. I would like to say one more time, thank you very much, SM Yaul sir. You gave your thought, your share your expertise with the audience, my students, me myself, and my colleague, obviously, Ms. Rosina Akhtar, as she is the expert in insurance field and she teach our students. But my heart is thank you. We will be happy to, if it's possible, we can invite you to our campus and we can give you introduction. And I still give you a chance. It will be great chance if I get chance to meet with you. So thank you very much and appreciate for your help and situation during this time, and especially you gave your personal thought with us. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate and assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. So, I got a very interesting question. I was about to wrap up the session basically, but if you allow me, I can raise this question.
Sure.
Uh, how would you differentiate yourself from your competitors?
Okay, that's a big, very, very, very good question. Look, for me, I was the youngest CEO in Bangladesh in life insurance company at the age of 40, and I'm having now 43. So you know how much competitive I am in Bangladesh life insurance company. So just for giving my my career position, but really the chartered life insurance is doing a big job in demonstrating the inclusion of technology. The only company, even we have a big market player, the multinational organization is here, but in some thoughts we are uh, even competing those technological advancement with those companies. So I do believe, yes, the Chartered Life is now considered to be one of the top three technology-oriented life insurance company in Bangladesh. That was our pride within the last 2.5 years by my leadership. So we have changed the atmosphere, even not for the organization, also for the life insurance industry in Bangladesh. I am chairing uh, uh, so many agendas and so many forums in even regulatory part of the body. So I do feel very vibrant, and our demonstration is like, yes, we are very small team, but we are doing a big business with the inclusion of technology. And one last thought is everyone thinks, as I am not only the insurance sector but life insurance sector focusing, my thoughts is no. Everyone earlier thoughts life insurance means the benefit will ended up with my life, meaning the beneficiary will my benefit, not me. But nowadays we have transformed these thoughts into a different thought. Like life insurance is life insurance means living benefits included, like pension, like education scheme, like Hajj, like savings, like getting the tax rebate. So many options coming up with the life insurance. So becoming the life for you, life for all of the customers, and making the protection. So we take the responsibility to give the protection for the life, the asset, the property, and above all, the protection of the country as a whole. As you know, Bangladesh is driving towards the developed country. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So, with this note, we'd like to wrap up this session. I believe this session has been very much beneficial to all of us, and this transformation and this inclusion of technology definitely will flourish this insurance business. Hopefully, so I'd like to thank our honorable speaker, honorable guest, honorable session chair, and overall whoever connected with this live stream. Thank you very much, and assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.